I'm probably riding my bike. It's been a relentless few weeks back at home. I haven't had much chance to ride my bike. Relentless but wonderful, by the way. Today's the first day for a while I've had a couple of hours to myself. The sensible thing to do would be to take a nap. But the right choice for me is a quick handlebar swap and a bike ride. Who needs sleep? This is how I rest and refresh. I loved the Nitto KT bars on this bike, especially when I was riding off-road. But I think I'll be mostly city riding for the next few months, so I opted for something a bit more relaxed and comfortable. These are maybe my favourite handlebars, the Nitto Billie Bars. The beautiful curves like the classic Nitto Albatross, but a bit wider and a few more hand positions. These handlebars just make this bike perfect for cruising around the city. I left the house with no plan, just I knew I wanted something to eat, so I thought I'd ride until I saw something. And it wasn't long until I saw the perfect lunch. Something a bit indulgent, a guilty pleasure perhaps. Sometimes you just need a dirty burger. Something a bit messy, a bit greasy, a bit of burger therapy. I've stopped off at Rockadoodle Nashville Hot Chicken. A place so close to my house I'm surprised I don't go all the time. Probably better for my waistline that I don't. I've missed the peak lunch rush and it's just me. Got the restaurant to myself. I went for the classic chicken burger with level 2 spice level, habanero. I'm always tempted to get the spiciest, but I think it would just ruin my day. The chicken is nice and juicy and tender, crisp on the outside, well-cooked burger. I'm not a fizzy drink kind of guy, but Mountain Dew just seemed right today. Horrendous, but right. Something to wash down this greasy, delicious burger. Absolutely glorious. 10 minutes ago I left the house with no real plan, not knowing what I was going to eat, and now I'm noshing down on a massive, delicious burger. That's the benefit of living in such a huge city with such a variety of places to go. And it feels extra good because I haven't barely left the house the last few weeks with the relentless days of fatherhood. It's been some of the most special days in my life, but definitely some of the hardest too. A bike ride is the perfect thing to clear my head. I knew I didn't really have long, so I decided just to ride straight up the hill, not too far away, and if I needed to get home quickly I can just bomb back down. This bike's perfect for just sitting back, relaxing, and slowly pedaling up steep hills. And it just feels so much more relaxed with these handlebars. It was a nice easy swap, took about less than 10 minutes. With the Shimano brake levers and the Velo Orange shifter mounts, they're really easy to remove without having to remove the grips. Made for the easiest bar swap ever, and if you've watched any of my videos with a bar swap before, you know it's the best, cheapest, easiest way to make a bike feel like a new bike day. I'm quite enjoying having the front shifter on the stem in the middle there too. That was a last minute choice. Nestled in this neighbourhood up Namsan is a little cafe called TRVR. They've got a clothes and apparel accessory shop upstairs too. I'm just stopping for coffee today. It's a nice neighbourhood cafe with good music, nice lighting, good vibe. And just a good coffee. Nothing spectacular, but solid. Worth stopping off if you're around this neighbourhood, near the Hyatt Hotel in Seoul. I was still full of delicious chicken burger, so I didn't have any cookies today, but I recommend having those too. Just a quick stop for coffee because I want to make most of my time on the bike. This is my Rivendell Susie long bolts, or Hwang Suji as I call it. A nice Korean name for my big yellow bike. Quite a few people ask me the difference between this Rivendell Susie and the Rivendell Clem, so I'll share a little bit about that later in this video. First we'll enjoy some more climbing before a nice long descent. was just what I needed. A classic, probably riding ride of coffee, delicious food, a bit of climbing, and a nice descent, all condensed into about an hour's ride. On a beautiful bike too. So as I was saying before, lots of people ask me why I got the Rivendell Clem and the Susie, because aren't they basically the same bike? But I think they're quite different. First, they're different sizes. The Clem is a 52 and this is a 56 centimetre frame. Huge difference. They both have long wheelbases, so they both feel quite stable. But this one feels like an absolute giant compared to the Clem. My Clem has 650B wheels and this has 29-inch, so that's a big difference too. This has a huge long wheelbase, and on this bike you feel more like you're on top of the bike with its higher bottom bracket, and then in the Clem you feel like more in the bike, if that makes sense. I guess they both serve a similar purpose, but if you were choosing between them, the Clem would be the better all-rounder if you want to have it as a commuter city bike as well as a hill bike, or hilly bike as Rivendell call them. And if your majority of riding is off-road, I recommend the Susie. Although from this video you can see it's just as capable being an all-rounder too. This bike really called for me because of its unique shape and the beautiful lugs and the mix of the lugs and the fillet brazing too. I knew it was the last run of these lugged Susies from Rivendell, so I thought it'd be special to have it, and it might become a classic later on, but to me it already is. This ride is in late May, so it's the peak of all the roses growing around Seoul. I haven't been outside much, so it's good to be able to see them and smell them. Sometimes they have a really lovely scent. I never thought I'd be posting a video of me sniffing flowers on the internet, but here I am. I love a rose with a scent. Kind of reminds me of being at home in my mum's garden. She doesn't see the point in a rose without a scent. Some more meandering through local alleyways. Almost ready to go home and keep on looking after the babies, feeling refreshed and energized. Nothing better than a bike ride for me. I hope you've enjoyed this little meander around my neighbourhood. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. See you later.